Johnny Gold's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking out the head coach right now, because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Throwing on first down is Lance.
This nigga always jumping.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners use the early turnover to get
clear
first here in this one.
This is similar to baseball, where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
I should be home early this morning. Go down early. Go out with my driver early.
After the touchdown, it's Rodney Gold down to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Hold on, T. What? Moving up. So I can put my leg all the way on there. Damn. Oh, damn. Oh, shit on him. Goddamn leg. My goddamn back hurts. Ugh. Alright, T, I'm ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again.
Look at that bullshit. You want to do it.
Picked up by Javarius Ward. And into the end zone. A 49er D as they score a touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Wow. Wow.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. On first down, Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Picked up by TILA66's. And the 49ers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. The slot man in motion right. Here's Lance. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Able to find Gray here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly. And that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
You better see if they take a new customers. They might not. We can go over there and see them.
On play action, Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were under pressure and down.
Put some respect on me one time.
And that's a safety.
Come through there and blast him.
An assist on that one, pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt.
Blast him
When
one
the
time.
ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
That's some bullshit.
Lance and the 49ers now. First and 10 at their own 23. Play action. Now it's Lance. And that is intercepted on the sideline.
Hell no.
Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out
of bounds.
So this is just an incompletion
Boy,
here.
that's some bullshit
It'd be
they
interesting
got
to see what he
working.
decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Lance. They're able to complete this one to McLeod. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On first and 10, here's Lance. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. This one complete, Lance to Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1 yard line. give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this time he is
Get the hell out of here. That was a late
McCaffrey taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Check 26, check 26. Shoot, watch the shoot.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline. Lance now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now Lance again. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Now Lance going to throw. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 2nd and 8. Slot man moves right. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Niners add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here's Hurts to throw. Again, that's Watkins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts sets up to throw it. Taken in by Pascal out left. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. 101 as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Slot man moves right. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The slot man in motion right. That one looks like he'll throw here. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and they will remain well behind.
Well, that was a is showing support to even allow him to attempt to make that kick. And you know if he did, that would tie the NFL record. That's a heck of a shot.
Yeah, would have been a big deal, but a little bit short. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. All right, used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big linebacker on him or maybe a safety and call it a day. Now, because of the strength of that position and the sheer number of catches that they make as well as their dexterity, sometimes you have to put a cornerback on him because he might be the primary guy going out for a pass. It changes what they do defensively.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Got me that one, huh?
As this defense
Yeah, get back on it.
All right.
You know your boy Gemini still got some time off, so you might be able to get him again.